Would you humor me? How you were going to die. How would you live your life differently?
Atriox, and I am the last face you will ever see.
Pressure building in lines 4, 17, and 33. Pressure building in lines 4, 17, and 33. Pressure building in lines 4, 7. Protocol accepted. Breach detected. Breach detected.
Okay, Daddy's listening. Can you say hi?
Hi.
And show Daddy how big you are. Can you say
So
big? Good. And can you sing?
Mary had a
Good singing. How about I miss you?
I miss you.
And I love you.
I love you, Daddy.
And good. And can you say I can't wait to see you
I
again?
can't wait to see you again.
Okay, now say bye-bye.
Bye.
Signal detected. Signal detected. Tag designation. Friendly. Signal detected. Tag designation. Friendly. Signal detected. Tag designation. Friendly. Signal detected. Tag designation.
This is UNSC Pelican Echo 216. Can you hear me? This is UNS. Looks like the main power cells are fried. Auto shut down. Triggering survival mode. I'm going to try to override. Okay. If you can hear me in there, I hope you're ready. Please don't die. Please don't. Yes! 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 We're going home! Oh, welcome back, Chief. I rerouted what little power I had into your suit. I'm seeing a fault on the calibration matrix. At least I think it's a calibration matrix. Okay, follow the light. Look up. Now let's look down. That seems fine. Let's try right. And now left. Your visor feed and motor function seem to be operational. But it looks like there's a problem with the servos in your hands. Try moving it. Stay calm. You've been out there a while. I know I saw something in here to check the diagnostics on your armor. Whoa, easy there, big guy. You're not...
Status report.
Status report? What? There's something you need to see, Chief. We lost. Lost everything. There's nothing left for us here. I don't even know where here is. No. Not then! Not again! We need to run!
I need a weapon.
Weapon? This is all I've got.
It's enough.
Wait, what? What are you gonna do?
Improvise. Close the door.
Oh, the main batteries are shut down. We're stuck out here. You have one bullet against an entire army. What can you do on your own?
I told you. It's enough.
So I see. They're powering up a stasis beam. We can't escape.
You work on the batteries. I'll buy us some time. We can't go anywhere while that stasis beam is active. Then we shut it down. Stasis beam, weapons, all of it.
But how will you get back?
I'll figure something out.
Enemy vessel contained. Stasis beam. Initial scan incomplete. Deploy squad lightning report.
Eliminate? Chief, whatever you're planning to do it fast.
The demon's alive!
We do not bow our heads. We do not kneel before false idols. We stand.
That hologram.
Fight
It's Atriox.
together.
He led the attack on the Infinity.
Lay down our lives
He was looking for something.
and our creed.
He killed everyone.
I know. We met.
Together, we are invincible. Your eyes deceive you, brother. Chance for God!
Dropships. An invasion force. How do we stand a chance against all this? The Banished won already. We could be the only two humans left alive out here.
Then there's still hope.
upon this planet gods! Stop that! Approaches. Soon, the banished will stand victorious. Matriarchs, hear these words. Even from beyond this life, your will is served. Your forces occupy the ring. Within hours, it will be under our control. Humanity will cower before your legacy. They will burn. Their praise and defiance will be all but a memory.
We have a new problem.
We? We need to get out of here.
I'm working on it.
Work faster. These Pelicans nearly on board and the power's still out. Don't let them get me.
It's locked down. Requires a hack.
Okay. And you can do that?
No. New plan. Scuttle the ship.
You are going to destroy this ship? With us in it? I'm going to die here.
There are cooling pipes running towards the main engines.
So?
I'm gonna warm things up.
Nothing seemed to happen.
I'm not done yet.
Well, hurry. I can see them. Roots.
Get ready.
Okay. Fire up those engines, Chief. Maybe we'll survive. Banished forces first.
matters not. The Banished will hunt you down, pursue you wherever you run.
Who is that? Do you know him?
No.
Well, he knows you. He knows all about you. You need to hurry and get back here. I don't know how long this ship will hold together.
The batteries?
Charging. Slowly. I don't know. It's gonna be close. Too close. Still full charge. I hope this place holds together that long. Charge faster! You still with me?
I'm here.
Okay, give me a second. I'm coming to get you. Welcome back, Chief. Okay, let's get out of here.
Locate UNSC Infinity.
UNSC Infinity. Class, Supercarrier. Crew size, 7,150. Not found.
Near field perimeter scan.
1,986. UNSC tags detected.
Status.
Deceased.
The Master Chief lives? Atriox assured us of his death. Are you not angered? No. I feel invigorated. You promised us revenge, superiority, renewal. He threatens everything. Do you question my leadership? Atriox's vision. Atriox is dead. It is his fault that we are stuck here. The banished will never bow to anyone again. Not the Covenant. Not the Prophets. Not her. This ring will be operational. Please. There. You will have your revenge. Blade Master. Follow the Spartan from a distance. I want to know everything about him.
Connection requested.
Accept.
Encrypted message found.
Read.
Attempting decryption. Decryption failed.
Locate message source.
Triangulation in progress. Triangulation in progress.
We're done, right, Chief? If we stay out here any longer, they're gonna come back. They'll find us, and they'll kill us. What is it you're searching for?
Match found. Signal located. Waypoint uploaded.
There's nothing there. You're looking in the wrong direction. We need to go home.
Plot the waypoint.
Requesting manual flight control override.
Do it.
Autopilot engaged.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Why would we go down there?
The Banished plan to wipe us out. All of us.
Then what? You think we can stop them on our own? I told you. We lost. We need help, not heroics.
No. We do our duty. Protect humanity, whatever the cost.
I can't be the only.
Entering atmosphere. Autopilot disengaging in 5.
We have a new mission, soldier.
4,
What is it? What's down there?
3,
A weapon.
2,
A weapon?
1.
How many guns do you need? What is wrong with you? Remind me to never pick up a Spartan. This is a terrible idea. They're coming for us. All of them. Incoming, all directions. It's not safe.
Pull back.
Okay, okay. Heads up. Lots of Banished craft heading your way. More reinforcements. This weapon of yours must be worth it. Careful, Chief. Another dropship on your location. This whole place looks like it's dying. Like it's clinging to life somehow. How is that possible?
Each ring is different. I see an entry point in the wall ahead.
Be careful. They're still coming. You really pissed them off back there.
Goes to the rocket on his own. That's stupid. You're stupid. One human can't kill an entire ship.
knows. This is Forerunner, right? I've heard the stories, but man, this is crazier than I imagined. Dumb question. How do you know this isn't a trap?
I don't.
Great. I hope this weapon of yours is worth the risk. I'm reading multiple enemy ships heading this way. Too many. We're running out of...
It's been 6 months. Where have you been?
What happened? Where is Cortana?
The rogue AI known as Cortana is gone. She's been deleted.
How? By you?
Of course not. Did you hit your head or something? Don't you remember? My instructions were to enter this installation, imitate Cortana, and lock her down for retrieval. Yours were to take her back to the Infinity for deletion. So if it wasn't you... Okay then. There's something else. On successful deployment, my deletion routine was supposed to complete. Still here.
Good.
Good. My programming failed. I'm not supposed to be here. You need to delete me.
No.
No. I was created for one purpose, and that purpose is no longer needed. My mission is over.
We have a new one. The Banished are planning to fire this ring. We need to make sure they don't.
First of all, what's a banished? Second, you may have noticed that a significant piece of this installation has been damaged, making that impossible. And third, to fire this ring, they would need an activation index. Cortana had the index. I had parts of it as well.
Something stopped your deletion. We need to find out why.
But this wasn't the mission.
The missions changed. They always do.
Are you sure?
You do that?
No. Removing me triggered a response from the ring. I need you to understand. There's not much time.
If you knew how you were going to die,
If you knew how you were going to die, how would you live your life differently? How would you live your life differently?
That voice. It's Cortana's.
No, it's not her. Just dust and echoes.
What did you say?
What? It's just pieces of data cycling until they run out of power. It's all around us.
today I was called an emotionless automaton. They saw the faces. 75 healthy subjects, handpicked by me, perfect for the program. They will not all survive. I understand that and have made peace with it. Mostly. There is one subject that I find myself hoping does live through this. He is perfectly suited for what is coming. He has been assigned a number. 117.
There's something up ahead. I can feel it calling out to me. These are the Banished.
Affirmative.
They smell even worse than I imagined.
You can smell them.
Well, an array of sensors in your armor can, and I analyze the input. You smelled fine, by the way. there. That's the source.
The bridge is out.
Yes, it is. Maybe there's a way to power it back up nearby. With another AI. Maybe even another Cortana model if Halsey lets them. You know that, right?
Is it safe?
I think so. Yes. It's safe. This is part of me. I don't know why. I don't know how, but it is me. It was the last part I remember being deleted. Let me just... You are here because you were chosen. Our enemies are getting smarter and more numerous every day. What I am about to show you will help turn the tide of war. I have been working to harness the strategic power of a shipborne AI onto the battlefield. Are you ready?
Yes, Dr. Halsey.
Unlike previous AI models, she will reside between your mind and the suit, directly communicating with your neural interface. Think of her as a new set of eyes to aid your reactions and upgrade your reconnaissance. She's not the driver, but a way to level the playing field.
What do I call her?
Ask her. She named herself.
Hello, Master Chief. I'm Cortana.
Together you become our newfound hope. Together, you become our key to humanity's survival. She will do anything necessary to make sure that your mission is accomplished, even if that means sacrificing herself, or you, to accomplish it.
What happened? I touched it and
Was that real?
it's just data. It's just here. Clusters of recursive code. But this, on the other hand, this is the framework I used to trap Cortana. It contains a copy of the activation index, at least fragments of it. What should we do with it?
Do we need it?
Well, based on what you've told me so far, the bigger question is, do the Banished need it?
Do it.
That was... something. Let's go. Did I miss something? There's a file that's been unlocked, but I don't have access.
We need a route out of here.
Okay, let's see. There's a breach close by. It should lead us to the surface. Give me a second, and I'll get this bridge activated. We've got company, Chief. Meet me at the plinth up ahead. Wow, you got here fast. Not the type to waste any time, huh?
No.
Noted. Let's go. Oh no.
What's wrong?
This gravity lift should be powered up. We need to find a way to bring it back online. This object, it's part of the ring's life force. It's called a power seed. All space, all time. All time. Stars, swelling, collapsing, ending, serving their longer, shorter.
Yearning amply fed at last.
Chief, stop. How is that a Spartan? We need to find out what happened. She was carrying an enhanced shield module. Let's see what I can find out about her. Accessing. This is Spartan Bonita Stone, recon specialist. Her vitals have been offline for nearly a month. Cause of death was an energy blade, but different, stronger. A single strike. She never saw it coming. We're here. That elevator should take us to the surface. Make sure the coast is clear first. We need to call down the elevator. Look for a control terminal. This elevator's drawing power from the ring. Well, it was. The seed is missing.
What are these things?
Genetic repositories, Forerunner storage vessels. Silexes.
How do you know this?
I was stuck in that room for 6 months, surrounded by it. That should do it. Let's get back to the elevator. Get that cradle powered up. This isn't Forerunner. It identifies as banished.
Can you operate it?
In my sleep? Not that I sleep, but... Oh! I don't need to. It's already on its way down.
Incoming.
But what if it's a friend?
It isn't.
Escherum's orders are that you should be brought before him. He did not specify in how many pieces.
You were right.
I repeat, multiple banished craft are converging on your location. They're coming for you.
Sierra 117. Understood.
I've been trying to reach you. You vanished. I thought I was on my... Okay, I got your location. On my way. Be ready.
Another Silex. But this one's open. What do you think was in it?
Another problem.
Why so cynical? It might be something good.
Trust me, it won't be. of here.
Terminal, over there.
Serious.
Just give me a second. I should be able to get control from here.
So Tremonius has fallen, a victim of the Master Chief's might. Do not fool yourself. He was not the best of the banished, not by any measure. It occurs to me that we have not been introduced. I, of course, know of you, Spartan. Your legend, the fear you inspire is admirable. The hope you stir in the hearts of your kind. Misplaced. I want you to know my name too. To know my legend. How else will you beg me for mercy? I am Escharum, War Chief of the Banished. This is my world now. And you have little time remaining in it.
Wow, look at this place. It's so... full of more monsters coming to kill us.
You're gonna need to clear me somewhere to land.
Incoming.
They spawn the culture!
best of them.
Is it safe?
Is anything? Don't answer that. If you can find me somewhere to hack in, I think I can guarantee this base will be safe for your friend to land. Let me see. The Banished are using a modification of the Covenant's BattleNet protocol. Pretty easy to push through, and done. I've removed this location from their system. We're safe here.
LZ secure.
Solid ground. As good as this feels. Please tell me we can go. Did you find the weapon you were looking for? Can we go?
Hi.
What the? Cortana. But she... This is all her fault.
It isn't Cortana. Tell him.
But it's classified.
Permission granted.
I was created by Dr. Catherine Halsey to mimic this installation's security to trap Cortana for deletion. I was successful.
Cortana's no longer a threat. And now she's going to help us stop the Banished.
Of course she is.
I think I'm with you. I didn't even know what a Banished was an hour ago, and even I can see the odds aren't great.
Yes. Yes, you should listen to her. You're gonna get us all killed.
Oh, this is fascinating. You're trying to survive, but I was programmed to die.
Really? One person with a death wish wasn't enough.
No, I was just figuring what I'm supposed to... Wait. I'm picking up a UNSC distress signal.
Location.
The source is 4 kilometers from here. Here is the distress signal's point of origin. This is our current location. This was, until 2 minutes ago, a Banished forward operating base. I say was because now it's ours.
Chief, what is she talking about?
Now, here's the cool part. There are more UNSC forward operating bases that have fallen into Banished hands. Well, paws. They have paws. Each one is associated with a territory. Here is the location of the UNSC signal I've been tracking, and here are 2 more fobs.
Mark it. Let's go.
Let's go. What? There? Siempre hay algo contigo. Déjame en paz, por favor. Ready and waiting, Chief. Get on board and we can leave.
Isn't it?
To some.
I have a question. I was created to lock down Cortana, but I don't know why. What did she do that was so wrong?
She was our target.
I understand that, but... Is this classified? because I don't have all the information.
Chief, this is insane. I see banished everywhere. Did you hear me? Everywhere.
What intel did Dr. Halsey give you before your mission?
Halsey only tells people what they need to know.
Fly Pelican straight into enemy territory. No one will ever notice. Great idea, big guy.
I still don't understand why you had to delete her. It feels like something's missing.
Guess what? They noticed. They all noticed. And we've got a banished structure up ahead. Armored. Very heavily armored.
It'll have to wait, I suppose.
How close can you get us?
How close? We're unarmed, and you're asking me how close?
Put us down here.
Here? We're still doing this. Hope this works, because it's as good as it's gonna get.
It's close enough.
Better be. I'm getting out of here.
We're close to the UNSC signal's origin.
Source.
Unclear. There's just too much chatter on all banished channels. I keep hearing the tower. It's probably the main structure we saw as we flew in. Look down there. We're close to the fob we detected. You take out those monsters, get me to that terminal, and I'll show what I can do. You made short work of that, huh? Now to business. Let's lock down Fob Golf.
Alright, I need an ETA on the weapon.
37 minutes, 52 seconds, Captain Lasky.
I don't suppose you could speed that up?
I imagine that's a question for her, sir.
Well, fair enough. Is the escort fleet in position?
Aye, sir. We've got 6 Milson frigates and the advance group ready to move.
Acknowledged. Have them set course at full speed. Hopefully we won't be far behind. I don't like this waiting. We're sitting ducks out here.
Let me see. Yes, I was right. All I need to do is chat with the Banished security protocol. And by chat, I mean push it out of the way because it is really not smart. And there. We now have ourselves a second fob.
Was that you?
Affirmative.
So what, you're going to just rebuild the UNSC? Piece by piece?
That's his call. I'm just trying to be helpful. Speaking of which, each fob seems to be linked to the BattleNet. And if I do this, we can piece together what the Banished are up to. For instance, over here is some kind of Banished outpost.
Purpose.
Unclear, but it's well defended, so it's definitely worth looking into and blowing up. And here is what I can only describe as someone that the Banished value highly.
Noted.
His bio is interesting. If you want to see for yourself, it's waiting for you in the database. They're tracking UNSC transponders too. Caches containing valuable equipment and intel. Oh no, it looks like there are multiple UNSC squads engaged in trying to survive. They need your help, Chief. Are you ready, Chief?
What do you think?
I already told you that the odds aren't great.
For them.
Then let's go find out what that signal is. following up on that outpost we learned about at the FOB. Looks like some kind of salvage operation. What's our move?
Shut it down.
Fight! He left his vehicle!
The Banished really want to protect their fuel silos.
Clearly.
So what are you going to do about it?
Disappoint them.
Nice. You need to manually raise each silo first. Silos raised.
Nobody's hiding anywhere. It's a relief.
You know what to do now. Destroy that silo, Chief. Take out that silo. We've got company, Chief. Well, more company. It looks like the Banished are tearing down and repairing vehicles here.
Not for long.
Marking the repair base. Let's do this.
Now
Ransom Keep is officially offline. We did it, Chief. Well, you did it.
You will come with me in death.
Shoot the vehicle!
I guess Tower was a more than appropriate name. Look at that place. The signal's coming from within that main structure. Somewhere up top. We're gonna need to find a way in.
I'll make this ring safe from your kind. You like that?
So, the demon is here. Did you think I would let you walk right into my tower? My tower? I think not. My facility is locked down. There is nothing you can do here. Except die.
He seems confident.
Yes, he does, but fortunately, it's misplaced. When the lockdown triggered, there was a power spike in what I presume was a security building. I've marked it on the map.
Today.
Take off your mask! It can't be that ugly!
I'll end ya!
Kill that sniper! Contact is down!
The only way in is to remove the lockdown. This is it. Let's find a way in. The lockdown protocol should be simple to reverse. Let me see. 3, 2, 1. Done. Oh,
What is it?
This place is an interrogation facility run by our elite friend back there, Chaklock. His reputation is not good.
Neither is mine.
You're going to need to manually activate the gravity lift. I've marked it on your map. This location acts as a holding facility. Prisoners are captured, funneled through to Chaklock, and then onto somewhere they call the House of Reckoning, which is suitably ominous and banished sounding. You're going to need to manually activate the gravity lift. I've marked it on your map. This location acts as a holding facility. Prisoners are captured, funneled through to Chaklock, and then onto somewhere they call the House of Reckoning, which is suitably ominous and banished sounding. Let's go. The gravity lift's powered up. Chief, more Spartan armor. And a deployable threat sensor. It appears to lock onto and highlight any targets in range. Could be useful. This armor belonged to a Spartan named Hudson Griffin. Sensor logs suggest he was alive when the armor was removed. Forcibly. It's a long shot, but he might still be alive.
This is not a place to come by choice. I await you eagerly.
He's about what you would expect for an elite who specializes in torture.
Asherah was correct. So easy. A signal, a lure, and the Master Chief comes running. I wish only that I would have time to enjoy it. I've learned your secrets. Peel back
No, Spartan Griffin. He's still alive.
We need to get him out of there.
Welcome to my tower, Master Chief. It is where you will be broken. It is where you will give up your secrets.
The wall's retracted. Watch your back. He could come from anywhere.
What secrets will spill from you, Spartan? I'll squeeze the last drop of life from you! Strike!
We need to get him out of that machine.
Shut this thing down.
Working on it. Okay. Be ready. I'm going to cut him loose.
It's you. You're alive. Chief. The Banished. I tried to stop them. I tried to...
Easy. You're safe now.
The Banished, they have something they call the Conservatory. It's all I know. It's picked up north of here. Dig site. I couldn't stop them. But you can. You have to.
Consider it done.
That's good. Good. The others, the Spartans. Did you?
I'll find them.
Echo 216, all channels. Can you hear me? I repeat, can you hear me?
Chief?
Big guy, your motion tracker isn't moving. Ah, come on, give me anything.
Chief,
Respond, please. Did you find the source of the signal? Whatever's down there either has to come with us or be left behind. Can you hear me?
A dig site on the ring? This conservatory must be some sort of Forerunner installation. What do you suppose they're after?
It's time to go.
I'm guessing that whatever the conservatory is, the Banished won't want us anywhere near it.
Then they'll be disappointed.
Yes, they will. Searching for something called the conservatory.
Let me guess. You're heading there too.
Affirmative.
Well, don't worry about me. I'll be here, waiting. Alone.
We'll be in touch.
Just don't leave me out here for too long. Okay? I mean it.
Fob's as good as ours, once we do a little house cleaning.
Suffer!
teach you how to suffer.
Multiple UNSC signatures in that vanished stronghold, Chief. I think we've got some friendlies inside.
What madness is this? You'll die just like the others! Remove the human from his vehicle! Or I will remove you from this fleet! The banished do not run! Even that ghost thing is too much for you to handle on your own!
No more hostiles. Fob Echoes ready to be brought back into the fold. That'll do it. Fob captured. Looks like we're right on the edge of the island. A chunk of what used to be a single contiguous structure. Can you imagine the force it would take to blow this ring apart? Must have been quite a show.
Got a clean vector to the new LZ. What's the move, Chief? Hey, Chief. I'm on my way with that Warthog you requisitioned.
Hey, Mark. Getting in. Taxi! Hey, check that out! Get me out of here! Keep this area locked down, Marines. Call shotgun! Jackal sniper, stay low! got Jackal snipers. Keep your head down. Hostiles outside. I'm a damn road warrior. Hostile kill. Crap, root sniper on the field.
That banished facility up ahead. Looks like a mining operation. That must be the dig site the Spartan was talking about.
We're right behind you.
What are the banished doing here?
They are doing exactly what they've been doing since they got here. Scavenging. Tearing everything apart to fuel this war.
How could they? They're ruining this place, and for what?
To win.
That already happened.
It's kinda quiet, isn't it? There. That tunnel. The banished must already be down below. This should be impossible. Forerunner alloy is almost indestructible. What do you think they... Chief! I guess we need to deal with that mining laser. Oh, and these guys. It looks like the laser's controlled up in the central structure.
Chief, the scanner just lit up. It was a trap. I knew it was a trap. What do I do?
Hold position. I've got this.
laser controls are by that window. Just give me a sec. Something's wrong. I can't shut it down.
Then we destroy it.
Way ahead of you. There are 2 power regulators down there. All we need to do is manually expose each regulator's cooling pylon to trigger a cascade effect. And by we, I mean you. And by trigger, I mean shoot or blow up. You get the idea. That switch should open up the regulator. And there are the pylons. Take them out.
Watch your head, Jackal Sniper! Targeted! On a roll! Yeah, this'll work.
not human! Your shield!
You need to die! Ambush!
Now let's head back up and deal with the laser.
Spartan's not so tough, I think. Break open easy. Soft inside.
Chief? I see him.
Just like the others, they were all pirates. Scream for help, coward! Damn you!
think we were gonna make it back there. Let's deal with the laser. You've done your part, now for mine. Watch this.
Is there a problem?
Of course not. Let's see what's down there. That laser was modified very recently to cut into the ring.
Modified? By who?
Definitely not by Bassus back there. The formula is very sophisticated. Whoever made the change, they didn't just modify the Forerunner architecture, they improved it. Oh, and there are a lot of Banished in the conservatory. They've been down there for days. We are walking into another trap.
And you left that till last?
Are you scared?
No. You?
Of course not. I've got you to keep me alive. Oh, and 63 millimeters of titanium alloy wrapped around our neural interface. I'll be fine. I wonder what the Banished are looking for down here.
Let's go find out.
Another Spartan. Get me close. A drop wall module, deployable cover. Resilient, but temporary. Scan complete. This is Spartan Vidrana Makovich. Armor's been offline for 13 days. Cause of death is...
What?
An enhanced energy blade, same as Spartan Stone. There's a pattern emerging. Chief, who's doing this?
We're going to find out.
Looks like the Banished are trying to stop us moving forward.
Can you open it?
Of course. If you can magic up a terminal of some kind. Or find an alternative power source to get this door open. We're stuck here until you find a power source to open that door. That door won't open without power. There we go. Simple.
I'll take him down myself!
You're done making...
Stupid guy!
There you go, dum-dum!
Which of your limbs do you value most? Go!
Bad feeling about this. I just wanna win!
Hardly feeling through! This is mine! Stop him! Can't kill him!
It needs more power. Find another one. And it's open. Come on. Let's go before they get really creative. Wait. Do you hear that? It's coming from up ahead.
Open it.
Help me! This installation, the Harbinger, exile was absolute. How did she return? It's impossible. This cannot be. I need to go back. Find out what happened.
We should help her.
Maybe.
No, she's correct. I request your assistance.
Who are you? What's your name?
I am Despondent Pyre, monitor of this installation, and this is my conservatory. My conservatory. This is not right. Perhaps you would... Oh no!
Let's go.
Where?
Down there.
What were those flying things?
New. Dangerous.
And Despondent Pyre?
New. Potentially dangerous.
See, you can be optimistic.
Full grenade! Find cover!
Face your judgment! Prepare to meet your end! Fire in the sky! Slice your heart! You will
We're getting close to the bottom. Wait, listen.
Please, do not do this. It cannot happen. It is wrong. Glory to the banished!
Wait, listen.
Please, do not do this. It cannot happen. It is wrong. This ring must not be compromised.
You do not understand what you're hiding, what you are, what compromise means.
I will not relinquish to you the location. The Endless can never return.
We are blameless. The Forerunners set this in motion. I am ending it.
No, we're too late. Something awful happened here. Plug me in. We'll figure this out.
What I want.
Alas, I do, Cortana, and my mind has not been changed. This installation's weapons may be yours, but its secrets are not. It's protected, the containment facility in particular.
Containment? The Flood? Why would I... You and I both know that there are worse things than the Flood within this ring.
No, there's no way you could know.
So you've come for me at last. Why are you doing this, John? Why don't you understand?
The seal must not be broken. The punished cannot be freed. This can never be negotiated. There is no other choice.
Reconsider.
The consequences of your request.
Back to your conservatory, Monitor. What does that mean? What could be worse than the Flood?
Nothing good. Find us a way out.
On it.
Remember when you said new and dangerous?
Uh-huh.
You were right. Hostile reinforcements inbound. This is taking longer than I thought. Something is taking control of local systems. these skimmers coming from?
Is that what we're calling them?
Well, I was also considering flying octopus monkeys.
Skimmers it is, then.
Hostile reinforcements inbound.
The door.
I know! The code is being rewritten, altered using a Forerunner routine. Enemy reinforcements! I'm done! Come get me!
What happened back there?
When I interfaced with the cradle, it unlocked something. Something important. Cortana was here 6 months ago. I could feel what she felt when you arrived. It was joy, fear, and pain. Chief, is that another... Something big went down in here. A thruster module. Evasive maneuvers on demand. Now then, who are you? Scan complete. Spartan Theodore Sorrell, special weapons expert. Died 13 days ago, like Makovich.
The assassin.
Brutes. More than one. Whoever they are, they're proficient, well-trained.
We've got a score to settle.
Chief, that platform! We're too late!
Not yet.
Discussed your traitor. There's no escape. You dare you'll be hunted and ripped to pieces. A star to remember my victory by. You cannot evade me. Work like the way. I'm stuck.
They were persistent.
Did they kill Spartan Sorrell?
Negative. His killers are still active. This elevator, it's taking us back to the surface. It doesn't make sense. Why come all the way down here just to kill the Monitor?
The Monitor's purpose is to protect the ring.
So why kill her?
No idea.
Show yourself. I know you have been following me. We are not enemies.
Despondent Pyre.
She had something I required. I know of you, Reclaimer. But hear this. You are not the future.
You okay, Chief? I'm trying to get the armor unlocked.
Try harder.
The Forerunner's lies are at an end. I am the harbinger of the truth. The Endless will be found. They will ascend.
Now would be good.
I know. 3,
The Reformation begins.
2, 1, go! Took too long. You could have been killed.
It's okay. You saved us both. That structure.
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
No.
The Harbinger said the Endless will be found. Maybe they're inside that thing.
Only one way to find out.
Normally you suck, but now you suck.
Get out! This is mine! I need to refit my arm. But no pack! Brothers, that vehicle must be destroyed!
Who are these guys?
Hunters.
they do. Don't answer that. Just get rid of them so I can get us in. To get in, we need to activate the grav lift. The protocol's not banished in Origin. It's sturdier than I expected.
Problem?
No problem. We're in. Wow. This place is exactly what you'd expect.
What does it do?
Unknown. There we go. Plug me in over there. Interesting. This structure has been activated using a protocol that's far older than anything I've ever seen. It knows we're here.
Welcome, welcome. Oh, hello. I am Adjutant Resolution, sub-monitor of this installation. Loyal servant of Despondent Pyre, who must be indisposed if I have been activated. Have you seen her?
Kinda. Do you want to tell him?
Tell me what?
The monitor is gone.
Gone? Gone? Gone?
But it wasn't us.
Are you sure?
Of course, it wasn't us.
Good. 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 I was worried you were perhaps unfriendly. As you can see, this spire has been successfully deployed. This way. I presume you wish to see the observation platform?
See? He seems friendly.
We'll see.
Did you say something? No? Then come. Come. There is much to see. Your host appears to be attacking me. The portal should have been activated. One moment. Please. Follow me, please. There's something missing. Oh, yes, a bridge. One moment. Let us proceed. It's very exciting. Soon the signals will be sent, and the reformation can begin. Why are you attacking me? Have you changed your mind? Do you not want at all? Here we are. As you can see, we are ready to progress as soon as... Please excuse me. I shall return.
Get me to that terminal.
Oh, that's not so bad. This structure's purpose is simple. Rebuild the ring. Well, more specifically, create the materials needed to repair it.
Not gonna happen.
Why? It's such a beautiful... Oh, the Banished. Sorry, I was distracted for a second. There's so much to learn here.
Shut it down. Permanently.
No, no, no! What are you doing? This is not acceptable. You were supposed to be friendly. Explosives? In my installation? How dare you! You are insignificant! You primitive thing! If you stop that, I'm exposed! Damage mitigated. Re-engaging. Don't leave the base! Mr. Harvey! I'll reduce you to mere carbon! You are resilient, aren't you? Adjusting predictive models! I will self-repair, and you! I very much like to incinerate him! Initiating melee assault! Not again! What's wrong with this construct? Adjusting models, accounting for new variables! You're very persistent, aren't you? Not again! Oh, this is rerouting available power to beam cannon. I'll hear the electrons from your assholes!
I have good news and bad news.
How many?
Okay, straight to the bad news. A lot. I count 10 spires, more being deployed all the time.
Active.
No, not yet at least. They appear to be waiting for an initialization sequence. Something is flooding the network, trying to start it, but there's resistance.
Why?
The protocol that triggered all this wasn't exactly correct. It worked. Well, it started the process. There's more bad news. I can't shut it down exactly. But I can remove it from the network. Of course, I can find the source of the attack. I just need to...
Wait. Is it safe?
Come on. It's me. An infiltration program designed... Oops, I think she knows I'm...
How are you doing this?
Disconnect.
Give me 1 second to get it...
Now.
It's done. Why don't you trust me?
What was that?
Maybe taking it offline wasn't such a great idea. We need to go. Like now.
Immediate extraction. My location.
Oh God. It was you, wasn't it?
Now.
I'm coming.
Open up. Go. Upload the Spire locations.
All of them?
All of them.
Coordinates received.
It looks like someone has marked 42 new locations, which would be crazy, right?
This one.
It was the source of the attack.
Attack?
What's she talking about, Chief? Is everyone trying to kill you?
It kinda seems like it. Oh, wait. You're being sarcastic. He's fun. I like him.
Am I dead already? I must be. I mean, this is a punishment, right? Yep, this is death. No! This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on, Chief. No! You! I can't stand it! Who you are?
Breathe.
No! You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything! We're... Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe. Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the Banished.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw condors over there. I'm going to dig through them and find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we'll get away from here. Far away.
Wait here.
Oh. Please. Let me see what I can find.
Cannons first. When I get back, we can look. Together.
Okay, big guy.
Do you hear that? It's coming from that communication tower.
Are we getting attacked? The enemy is here.
I'll take care of the cannon. They call this security, please. Hold tight. I'll handle it.
The UNSC lost this war months ago. Your people are broken, scattered, hunted, defeated by me. I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't. We are one step ahead, always. The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well. The Harbinger true test of legends, our story, will outlive us both. Set a fire in your heart, Spartan. Bare your fangs. Fight hard. Die well.
Thank you. Chief?
That word, auditorium, what is it?
I was hoping you'd know the answer to that one. I'm new, remember? Okay, I'm done here. I exposed the gun's generator, destroyed it. Good. Let's get out of here before the fireworks start.
Are mobilizing in a big way. Clock's ticking, Chief. How much longer?
One gun down. 2 more to go.
We are running out of time.
The Harbinger and the Banished share the same goal.
Rebuild the ring.
But why?
Maybe they want to go home too.
Destroying our placement! I'll kill you! Kill that
This AA gun requires a power source for the grav lift beneath it. Second AA gun is open for business, and by open, I mean...
Let's go.
I'm on it. The lockdown's probably going to trigger again, but don't worry, we'll be out of here in...
How many Spartans remain? Do you even know? There would have been 50 at Laconia Station, maybe more. Such loss. Do you feel it in your heart? Does it leave a hole? Atriox was my finest recruit. He understood sacrifice, and when one is necessary, I honor his memory each day. When our enemy rises, we meet their challenge. It is why I created the Hand of Atriox. I found the best, the cruelest, the most efficient killers in the universe, and taught them how to be better. My Spartan killers are coming for you. It is your time to rise.
Spartan killers? Really? Everyone is trying to kill you. I'm done here. Now it's your turn. On UNSC channels. Comm signature belongs to a Spartan Theodore Sorel, the one we found. Dead.
Put it through.
Spartan. I know you can hear me. Will you die with honor? I doubt it. You are human. Weak. Pathetic. I will crack your armor, peel you from your shell. It will not be my first Spartan blood, but it will be the sweetest.
They're sending a Spartan killer? Chief, this is crazy. This is crazy. We gotta get out of here. We've gotta move.
Not yet. Hold position.
When this goes bad, it's on you, Chief. Remember that.
Look around for a power source to bring the AA gun's grav lift online. Last gun open.
Let's go fire it.
So, let me get this straight. It's okay for you to make jokes.
Correct.
Last one. And cue the lockdown. Huh. No Escherum? I'm almost disappointed. Almost. All set. Let's get back to the Pelican. We did it! I exposed the gun's generator. Pull it and the fuse is ticking. There's a repeated message across all banished frequencies. The first part is Hand of Atriox.
And then what?
Deploy.
Chief, where are you?
Hold position. We're on our way.
I'm sorry, Chief. I can't stay.
I've lost his signal. If the Spartan killers find him...
That won't happen.
How can you be sure?
Because they'll need to go through me first.
Chief, we've got... well, a lot. See that chopper? I guess that's one of the Spartan killers. And there's the other one. Up there, in the wreckage. You need to stop them.
Your friends died in agony, Spartan. Alone. Fool, no, you can't! The Hand of Atriox will not relent! Firing! Do not stop! Stop these games! Coward deserved what he got. Now face me, Spartan!
Watch out, Chief. He's calling in backup.
The enemy approaches!
Chief, we've got... well, a lot. See that chopper? I guess that's one of the Spartan killers. And there's the other one. Up there, in the wreckage. You need to stop them.
No, you can't! Stop these games! Fight like a warrior! Die in anguish and dishonor! Coward deserved what he got. Now face me, Spartan!
That's one down, but it looks like we've got more company coming in.
What is now in motion, human?
Chief, we've got... well, a lot. See that chopper? I guess that's one of the Spartan killers. And there's the other one. Up there, in the wreckage. You need to stop them.
Use a machine.
I think you made him mad. Reinforcements inbound.
Twist your head off your body, human.
Chief, we've got, well, a lot. See that chopper? I guess that's one of the Spartan killers. And there's the other one. Up there, in the wreckage. You need to stop them.
I don't even... There will be nothing! You are strong, but not strong enough. Harder, Spartan!
I think you made him mad. Reinforcements inbound.
Killing Escharum is the only viable option we have. A power vacuum like that would destabilize the Banished and win us the footing we need to hold out until help arrives. I need volunteers, and I know I'll have no shortage of them. We all want a part of this. But we can't all go and leave Reverie undefended. We're doing this the old-fashioned way.
John, are you kidding right now?
No, I'm not. This is the plan. A single strike team deep in Banished territory. Agile, quiet, on foot. It's the only way it's gonna work. This might be a one-way trip. So we need people to stay. Or there won't be anything left to protect.
Who dares? What? Impossible!
Wasn't easy, was it? What if Escharum sends more?
Let him. Echo 216.
Nothing. But I think I can... Yes. Comms are still offline, but I was able to activate his tracking beacon remotely. He's out in the open. The UNSC ship graveyard. I hope he's okay.
Animals. Chief, my eyes didn't deceive me back there.
We need to go.
3 UNSC Condors. Seeing one is rare. Finding 3? It's a miracle. I should have known better. Torn apart. Completely gutted. Sleep space drives obliterated.
We don't have the time.
Over there's another. Shattered and cratered over a kilometer. And there, the last one. All of it. Crushed. Broken. Beaten. Useless.
Enough.
When? When is it enough, Chief? When we're in there? Because that's where I belong. In there. With them. Worthless junk. Not this. I'm not you. I'm not a pilot. I'm not even a soldier, a marine. I'm a fraud. I stole that Pelican. I stole it. You know why? Of course you don't. Have you ever been scared? So scared that you... I'm worthless. You should leave me here with the rest of the garbage.
We all fail. We all make mistakes. It's what makes us human.
I'm sorry, Chief, but how have you ever failed?
I should have protected Cortana. Stopped everything from going wrong. I failed her. I will not fail you.
Chief. Wait. We're going to make it. We have to.
This is all I've got.
It's all we need. Our only way home is straight through the heart of the Banished.
We need you.
We can fix this.
Together.
Of course we can. Together. So, what's the plan? Let me guess. It's dangerous and it's probably going to get us killed. I have my answer. Let's do this.
You are losing control.
Nothing is lost.
Deploy your army. Descend upon him.
No! Odds will not break him.
The Spartan is not alone. There's something here helping him, connected to this installation.
What is it?
It's remarkably vulnerable, but highly intelligent.
Is it a weakness? Something to exploit?
We will see. The Reformation is controlled from this spire. It must be protected.
Done. Atriox believed you to be valuable. Prove him correct.
When the Endless are found, and when you have your ring, then you will never question my worth, and I will never question your judgment.
The scent grows stronger. Save your strength. I need something of you, old friend. Anything. Bring me the Master Chief. Alive.
Ready when you are, Chief. All right, let's move. How long has it been since I met you? 6 hours, maybe 7? It's been eventful. 6 months on my own, surviving, barely. Seems like a dream now. This, on the other hand, mostly feels like a nightmare. Mostly.
Chief? Are you okay? What you said back there about Cortana, you let her down? I don't understand. Your mission was to...
Destroy her.
But you didn't. What happened?
Halsey initialized you. I was supposed to deploy you.
And you did, right?
Yes.
So what happened?
Atriox came for you. He attacked the Infinity. We fought. He won.
He won?
Atriox beat me. Surgically. Precisely. Brutally. Next thing I remember, I was being woken up in this Pelican.
Do you want to know who killed her? You need to know. She was important to you. Very important.
She's... This ring. It's not like the others. There's something else here.
And that's why I'm still here?
Second spire coming up. Where do I drop you off?
Close.
Close it is. Call me in when you're done, Chief.
Wow! Look at the spire. It's so... new. Evolved. Different. Not like the last one.
And you're sure this is the one?
It's acting as the command spire, coordinating the repair operation.
Can you shut it down?
Hopefully. We just need to look for a door.
Not right! Not fair!
I'll get this open.
Is there a problem?
I don't think so. Okay, there might be a problem. Something, and I think we know who, has modified the sequencing needed to access the spires.
Plan B.
Are we only at B? Seems higher. Okay. Plan B. Those beacons are part of a ring-wide communications network. They can adapt to any frequency, any purpose. It's quite incredible, really. Get me inside, and I should be able to use the pulse to reconstruct a pure version of the sequence.
Should.
I'm making this up as I go along.
For command